Hi, guys. This is Andrew. Welcome to another episode of the Glistening Experience, where I explore the world of music with my good friend Chris. And just by way of explanation, when it comes to music, I like what I like, but I could like it more. And that's where Chris comes in. He's going to hit me with some sweet musical knowledge, and maybe, just maybe, I'll come away with a better understanding of music and a better understanding of why it's good. So let's bring Chris on. All right, Chris. All right, Chris, how you doing? Are you there?
I'm here. I'm doing great. Can you hear me? Okay.
I can feel terrific. I can hear you great.
Okay. Andrew, do you remember a couple weeks ago you were helping me hose out my storage space, and we were listening to some music, and I thought you were kind of getting into it, and we kind of asked me about it, and it was Swedish Grime we were listening to with this genre of music.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I remember that.
But then things kind of went a little crazy there, so we didn't get to really talk about it. So I thought that would be a good thing to explore for us today.
Sure, that's great. I liked it.
Yeah.
It was interesting. I didn't. It was a little out there.
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
it was a little out there, but I liked. It had a beat, right? Mm-hmm. And sometimes that's all you need, right?
Yeah.
And now you're gonna fill in the blanks.
Right. Let me just give you a little background. So grime is a genre that comes from it kind of grew out of the UK garage scene. The UK is that region between England and Scotland up there. So it's not like our garage music. It's kind of dance music. So they took this kind of crazy R&B sound with the jungle music, which is where the beat you're talking about, the kind of crazy stuff. So it's got that beat, it's got that kind of feel over it, and then there's a rapper. There's always someone rapping over the top. That's crucial. That's a huge part of the sound. So
it's like hip hop. Hip hop.
Well, that's kind of a touchy subject because it's all it's mostly English genres. It's not really. Well, there's a rapper, so it's
okay.
So it's hip hop really. So from there, it kind of spread out. There's grime scenes in China, Japan, and Sweden. So there's some really exciting artists in Sweden that have been around for a while.
Grimes. The artist Grimes.
No, it's not her. She's this Canadian person.
But her music is.
Her music is different. It's a little less with the different thing there, but that's not to say that grime has not made its influence, especially in Sweden. You have artists like The Knife and Robin are taking elements of grime and incorporating it into their sound, into their more poppy sound, and then you got
Call Your Girlfriend, the Robin song.
Yes.
Right?
Yes,
I've heard that one.
That's the one.
Call Your Girlfriend.
Not so much.
I like that. I like that song.
It's a good song, yeah. But not that grimy grime sound that we're talking about here. So that would be a little more of that kind of thing.
So she's not always.
She's not. No. It's just something she's kind of experimenting with, I think. She had a famous Swedish grime guy, Max Peasy, was on one of her tracks, did kind of a guest verse. A couple other artists out there. You got Typo, you got Lil Biggin, the MC from Sweden. He's really good. So it's, I think, of the global kind of bubbles of grime that you have around the globe. Second only to the UK sound, you have the Swedish grime. I really like what they're doing with it because there's something about the Swedish language, like when they rap it. To me, it just really syncs up in there.
There's nothing else like it.
No, exactly.
Right. Okay.
So grime is making its presence felt around the world. But especially Swedish grime is kind of having its own unique kind of influence. What they're doing with it is kind of influencing people, not only in Sweden but here in the States. In fact, there's one guy that I think it would benefit us to kind of talk to and listen to his music. Reese Minotaur. So he's a really exciting DJ out of nobody knows where he's out of. He's kind of a mysterious figure, but he's taken this specific Swedish grime sound, distinct from the UK original, and incorporating that into his music. So I actually I've arranged to have him call into the show if that's okay.
Awesome. No, that's great. That's always great. Yeah.
Okay. So I can send you just if you can just incorporate him, add him in from whatever you do with the mixing board or what have you.
Okay, bear with me. Hey everybody, this is exciting. We're going to bring in a guest. The Glistening Experience is having a guest artist named Reese Minotaur. He makes grime. He makes grime music, and he's going to talk to us about it. And we're going to hear what?
He makes Swedish grime. He
makes
Swedish grime.
He makes really Swedish grime.
Yeah, but here in the States,
like artists like Robin.
Yeah.
Reese, can you hear me? Reese, you there?
Hello.
Oh, hey, Reese Minotaur, right?
Indeed, the same.
Yeah. Welcome to the show, Chris. You talked to him already? What?
I kind of let him know what we're doing here, and I think he's got a track to debut for us tonight. So
yes.
Sweet. This is new?
It is, yes.
All right, Mr. Reese, tell us about this new track, this new grime track.
Swedish grime.
Not having any specific training at the Music Conservatory of the university, one by one, I became aware that sound is not just a sound. And I became very interested in its character between the sounds.
Cool.
What is the difference between a piano sound and a vowel and the sound of the wind? Or... And after having analyzed a lot of sounds, the second thought came up. It was always implied, things that exist already, that I can afford, try to synthesize these sounds in order to make new sounds. And at that time, we had only instruments which tried to imitate, not create. But I shall create today. Yes.
Well, you're going to play a song for us. Great. Let's, you've already sent me the file. I'm just going to dial it up and, okay, here we go.
what now?
Wow. Cool.
Super pretty.
That was super cool. Reese, can you what would you like to tell us about what we just heard?
Well,
Reese.
This is not yet in the symphony orchestras because the symphony is a fairly closed sound world, in which it's social composition. There's no room for the electric instruments of this type. These types can be found no longer in symphony orchestras at all. But in pop groups nowadays, you will find a lot of equipment that has been produced by companies who have started building instruments with keyboards.
Cool.
And certain registers like organs.
Cool. Chris.
Yeah.
What do you have anything to add?
Well, I would just ask Reese or Mr. Minotaur if you've ever been exposed. Have you listened to your Swedish Grime progenitor Bundledor, and did he have any influence on your music?
They add now more and more gimmicks to control these sounds. Nevertheless, there was this catalog, you might say, of a certain variety, like certain types of colors you can buy, and then you start mixing them. The classical instrumentation, up to the present day, the instruments we can name, or we cannot.
Interesting.
Cool.
Yeah, real cool.
Reese, so would you ever consider working with other artists, like Robin? Do you know Robin? She's
no and no.
Well, thanks everybody for tuning in, or thanks for watching our show and Glistening Experience. Tell your friends and like and subscribe, and hopefully we'll see you. You'll see us next time. Great, thank you. Tell your friends. Chris, bye.
Bye,
Chris. Oh,
thanks
and Reese,
that.
thank you so much for coming on the show. That was great. I loved your new track, and I hope to hear. I hope you're gonna. I hope to hear more from you in the future. And you did a good job, and keep at it.